I hope you are doing well. If today is your first time coming across my channel, you are welcome. My name is Giware Joy Igudala, Gijo for short, or you can just simply call me Joy Dala. I hope you are doing well. It's a new month, and I wish every one of us goodness. I wish every one of us good health. I wish every one of us progress and prosperity in the name of Jesus. So today is another live video for beginners. I'm going to be showing beginners how to take body measurements. So without wasting time, let's use the mannequin. So making use of this mannequin. So you want to take a body measurement. Where do you start from? First of all, you need your measuring tape. So you get your tape measure. You can use any side of the tape that you are familiar with. You can use the inches side or the centimeter side. And then you want to get a notebook and a pen so that you can write down your measurement. And of course, on top of your paper, you should write your customer's name, you should write the customer's phone number. Okay, so where do you start from? You start from the shoulders. So you are going to measure the distance from one shoulder to the other. The shoulder. So you allow your tape to go through like this towards the back of the neck and end in the other shoulder. Like this. Okay. So once you've done that, you see I have 14. Then the next thing, you want to measure the width of the neck. Okay, so you can measure the width of the neck like this. Okay, so once you're through with that, then you can now go ahead to take the vertical measurements, starting from the shoulder. When you want to measure from the shoulder, place your tape close to the neck here, not this way. Because if you look at the shoulder, this side is higher than this side. So if you place your tape here, you may not get the exact measurement. So make sure your tape is close to the nape of the neck. And then you want to make your tape to go over the bust like this to under the bust and so on. So your tape should not go like this. If you place your tape like this, you will not get accurate measurement because we have the bust here. So allow your tape to go over the bust and make sure your tape starts from the shoulder close to the neck here. Okay, so first of all, you take all the vertical measurements from the neck to the bust point. When you are marking the bust point is where the nipple is. Okay, you know the customer is going to be very close, so just like this one is now. So where you have the fullest part of the breast or the middle of the breast, that is where your bust point should be. Okay, so you measure the bust point, the shoulder to the bust point, and then you take it to the under the bust. So I have 13 and a half as under bust, I have 10 as shoulder to bust, then I have 13 and a half as shoulder to under bust, and then you want to go to the waist. This is the waist. The waist is where you have the navel. Okay, that is where the waist will stop. So here I have so the waist is around here, or the where you have the curve on the body. Okay, the smallest part of the body, that's where the waist is. So you take the shoulder to the bust point, to the under bust, and then to the waist, which is 17 inches. And then from the waist, you want to get shoulder to the hip as well. So you can go ahead, shoulder to bust 10, to the under bust 13 and a half, to the waist I have 17, and then to the hip. When you are measuring to the hip, it should be, the hip is around here, the fullest part of the bone, that is the hip area. So this is the hip area. Okay, so your tape should go So this is where the hip area is here. Okay, and then of course you want to take the full length of the dress you are making. So like I said earlier, you are placing your tape, allow your tape to go over the breast to the under bust. Then you can place your hand here to the waist, to the hip, and then you get the full length of the dress. So if peradventure your tape cannot get to the full length, just take note of where it stop and then continue from there. We also have tapes that are up to 120 inches. Okay, so this is what I mean. Just measure. You get to where the tape ends, then from there you can still continue. Place your hand there, then start your tape again from beginning, and then you now add the difference. So once you are through with all the vertical measurements, the next thing is to mark the horizontal measurements. So for the horizontal measurements, you want to mark around across the bust like this. So you place your tape like this over the bust. You should go around the fullest part. Okay, and then if you place your finger inside, I hope you can see what I'm doing. You should place your finger in one finger inside like this, and then just try to move your tape. Okay, so the bust, it should not be too tight. Okay, and of course you should ask your customer what he or she wants. Okay, there are some styles you don't have to make it loose, so it depends on the style you are actually making. So when you are taking your measurement, ensure to take the firm one first, and then you can always adjust depending on your style. So you place your tape across like this. So this is our bust circumference like this. Okay, then after marking the bust circumference, the next thing is to mark under the bust. Remember, this is under the bust, so you place your tape like this and mark under the bust like this. So make sure that it is tight. You're not too tight that you choke the customer. And then you want to mark the waist. Another thing, when you want to measure the waist, you can ask your customer to place his or her hand on the waist. So once the customer will always place his or her hand on the natural waist, and then you cannot measure the waist. Okay, so you take the waist circumference. Here's the waist circumference. Then the next thing, you take the hip circumference. The hip circumference is around the fullest part, and then you try to move your tape. So it should not be too tight and it should not be too free. Okay, so depending on what you are making, if it's an off shoulder, you may want to take the round body measurements like this. The round body, you may need the round body. Okay, and then of course you also need to take your sleeve measurements. So you should place your tape here like this, and then determine your sleeve length, whether it's short sleeve, it's up to the elbow, or it's 3/4, or it is long sleeve. Okay, then you want to take your bicep circumference, the fullest part of the arm. Just place it and you take it. Then you want to take around the elbow, around the elbow. When you are taking around the elbow, it should not be too tight, so that your customer can fold his or her hand. Okay, this is a mannequin, can't fold it. Okay, it should not be too tight. So you should place the tape, place it such that the customer can fold his hands, her hand, and then the tape can pass through. Okay, and then you want to take the wrist measurement. So when taking the wrist measurement, then you should take it such that the hand can go through. Okay, except you are going to be adding maybe a slit with a button to the wrist. Okay, don't take it tight like this. If it is tight, the hand cannot go through. So you measure it such that the hand can go through. Okay, and then That is basically all. If it's a long skirt, if it's a skirt, then you want to measure from the waist, from where you have your waist, or you can ask the customer where they usually like to place their skirt. Some people place their skirt around the navel area, some place it above, some place it below. So just ask the customer where she would like to where she usually place her skirt, and then you take that as her waist circumference, and then from there you measure the length of the skirt. If it is knee length, or maiden, or three-quarter, or full length, then you measure it. So those are basically measurements that you need if you are going to be making a dress. Okay, if it is a blouse, then you just measure from the shoulder and stop around the hip area. Okay, and then you measure where the half length will stop. Okay, measure where the half length will stop, and then from there you now know the length of flare. So basically that is how to take body measurement, except you are making something like a trouser, then you want to take the thigh measurement, you want to take the knee measurement, you want to take the ankle measurements. So that is all we have for beginners today, how to take body measurements. And one more thing, you also need to take the bust span measurement. The bust span measurement is the distance from one nipple to another. So you want to place your tape across like this and take the bust span measurement. Okay, so that is basically all. So I hope you've learned one or two things. So next time when I come your way in another life, I'll be teaching you how to read the measuring tape. Okay, so stay blessed. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, let me know what you think by commenting in the comment section below, and of course please help share my videos, like, subscribe, and if there is anything you want to learn as a beginner, you can make your request in the comment section below. Okay, until next time when I come your way again, I remain Joy Dala. Bye for now. Stay blessed.